know exactly where we've been this week, especially coming out of. I've got 11 of my top 20 sat in the stand. 11 possible probable starters out of 17 sat in the stand. Gil Dudson has to pull out last night for some personal reasons. Sam Brooks comes into the side. Danny Walker's 17 years of age on the bench. I lose 2 players concussion in the first 10 minutes. And then it's like for the last 25 minutes I've got no subs left. Like I said, the majority of the game without any rotation. I've got 3 lads that haven't played virtually, like in Manasseh and Brooksy, who haven't played all year, playing longer than they play when they're fit. Never mind when they're just coming back from fitness. So it was gutsy. It's a tough one to really, but I think we started really well, as we have done continuously this year. Found a bit of rhythm, and then we didn't let that little bit of adversity just break us as well. So we stuck in there, and I think Tom gave us some good direction. I think what we missed is with Tom not being in there and missing Joey as well, is lads that have been in the side and around the side and good talk, good direction. Like I say, and everybody fed off the back of that. Chris Houston was outstanding. Matt Whitley goes into the centres and plays as well as he's played all year. And we scored some good tries. To say it was a massive effort is an understatement, really. Like from where we were and where we're going to, it's like I said, we've been close a few times for short periods this year, but I think today showed that we're a good side. I think we just need to be able to show a bit more consistency. Everybody across the board played well, whereas in the last few games we've had 1 or 2 players that have been under par and not enough players playing well. And that little bit of adversity really pulled us through today.
Danny Craven, a hat-trick, and this lad was barely on the edge of the squad, really, was he, at the start of the season?
Danny came out of nowhere again. He was one of those lads, you're looking to put him out on loan again. He's been around the block a couple of years and trying to find his feet, but the one thing you've been searching for from Danny is the fact that he just has to realise how good a player he is. I think what the adversity and the opportunity that's been created this year, alright, we've not been winning games, but consistently Danny's been playing well. I say, and he's starting to add things to his game that are there, what he's been fighting to bring out. I thought today he terrorised them with the ball in hand. Defensively he was really strong, made some fantastic tackles, and you can see the confidence running through the kid because he's playing every week. And that's what I'm hoping for now in this group, is the fact that you see over the next couple of weeks, and we get Joe Mellor back, and Christine's not far off coming back, Alex Gerard's not far off back, get Lloyd, and we get Aaron Jeremiah back in that mix as well. That challenge for places drives us on even further, and that's the hope when we built the squad. But like I say, we've been a bit unfortunate for whatever reason, so we've pulled it to pieces. Medical staff are fed up of me having a go at them constantly. But like I say, they're doing a fantastic job. Everybody's working really hard, and we're trying to get the players back on the field to give us a realistic chance of making that 8.
You said you had 2 hookers coming back, Dennis, but how good was Young Johnson today?
Well, I think to say he's too tough for his own good. And, we had to pull him to one side and say, be a little bit smart. I can't have you getting carried off because you've bashed your head against somebody again because you're just diving into everything. He's tough, he's ruthless with himself. I think what we've seen is that maturity. And when you get a little bit of time, you can see people like JJ coming through. It's really easy for Danny and JJ to get lost in that need to keep or bring players in and not trust the players you've got. Because out of Danny and out of JJ, it's easy to push them to one side, but we've been put into a bit of adversity. The parts of our squad that have had to be used, and they've come through. And because he's played over the last couple of weeks, he played better. Danny's been playing well all year. We just need to pull a lot of other people around him to make sure that we can trust in the people that we've developed. Tom comes inside, he's been in our system. Danny's been in our system. JJ's come through our system. Matt Whitley, who's outstanding, has come through our system. I know we talk about other teams that have been great conveyor belts. We've been doing this for 3 or 4 years, and now all of a sudden, a couple of years of outstanding, we're starting to see the benefit of that. But the pressure around the game is really hard to keep developing those kids. I think, and that's one of the challenges that we've got through clubs and through teams, is finding a way of doing that. And it's tough. Like Leigh haven't got an academy, and they've got fantastic facilities around lots of kids, but they're just super excited. hasn't got an academy system. It's just wrong.
No Buchanan or Thompson today, but Dennis, they were...
Jack's probably going to be about 3 or 4 weeks. He's got a tear in a cartilage in his knee. Jack just a freak accident and just a twist, and that's somebody stood on his leg in a training session out of nothing. So just a freak accident, and he's torn a little bit of cartilage in his knee. He's going to see a specialist on Monday, and hopefully it won't be too bad, but it's still going to be 3 or 4 weeks. Corey, after last week's game, just had a back seizure, everything tightened up in him. And he can't take risks with wingers. He's come through the end of the week and he's not looking too bad, but he's not trained all week. And I think Tom Armstrong was outstanding. Steph, for his 10 minutes, was good. So as I say, I thought Charlie Runson was going to score to try the game when he made a break. Just got caught at the end by the fullback. Well, I can't underestimate how important this win was to us, especially in the place that we are. And the lads, to give them credit, have believed that all week. We've trained exceptionally well. We've not trained badly for a couple of months, but we trained above and beyond this week. And we just got a little bit of edge about us, and hopefully next week, because the challenges are there. Like I say, Wakefield are going good. All the teams around you are picking up points. Our challenge now is to use this energy and to go on and play even better.
You said that last week, the answers lay in your own dressing room. I think you found some today.
Well, yeah, I've never really, like I said, I trust the group, I do, and that's been one of the strengths of this organisation, being miles off with salary cap. We've been, like I say, not had massive input from any external. We've got a good group of players. We're developing our own players. I mean, we've year on year got better, and we've kept and maintained that consistency in the group. And yeah, we've been a bit hit and miss at times because we've not had the depth around us. And I think, but the trust in that group is fantastic, and I think that shows through. There's a great unity. There's lots of rumours that fly around. You hear the edges of it from the press and from the internet and all the stuff that goes on Twitter or whatever it is with the forums and stuff. And then there's no cracks in our group. The lads are tight. Aaron Hermione isn't going to Catalans and we aren't getting Richie Marler back. I don't know where that one came from last week.
I made that one.
Yeah, it was. Corey Thompson and Jack Buchanan are massive parts of this group. Nobody's fell out with them. They've not been dropped. Jack's got injured and Corey's hurt. It's like when things go on and you're not going well, it's really easy to jump on the bandwagon and be negative. And we pull the wagons round, and we understand as a group that we've got some answers in our own group. And I say, you can't underestimate the Kevin Brown situation, and then losing Joe, and then losing Tom, and then losing, and Lloyd not being fired and then being injured for a large part of the games in the start of the year, and 3 or 4 other injuries to senior players. That's just had a knock-on effect. And ultimately, if we've got any nerve about us, we beat Wigan by holding on to the ball for the last 5 minutes. We're in 5 points now and just sitting in a half-decent position. It's one win.
How are Burke and Marsh?
They can't remember much, so they're all right. Yeah.
Burke came off and then came back on again.
He took a pretty high contact around the head. Again, with lots of head knocks today, lots of shots around the head, and I think something's going to happen this week probably within this game, because there was a lot of that going on. He was all right. Like I said, we're pretty set on my medical team. My medical team know that they have to be the tempered ones. They have to be in control. There's no if and ands. If they believe that somebody is concussed, and it's like they're taking all the emotion out of it. So Greg came off and was past fit to go again on the back of that. The medical team seen something on the back of it and brought him straight back off. I think that's the strength of those group. I'm frustrated. I'm in the stand. I want to win a game, but they have got total autonomy on that kind of calls. And the same with Danny Walker. Danny Walker's saying he's okay, but you do say you're okay even when you're not. So they've got some real strength.